afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am John Johnson, the Assistant Dean of Gallatin, and I would like to welcome you all to the 1997 celebration of graduating students of New York University's Gallatin School of Individualized Study. Ladies and gentlemen, the banner bearer, Michelle Brown, will bring the Gallatin banner to the stage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Gallatin School, Richard J. Copenhagen.
It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to this very special day for all of us. This occasion will give us a chance to celebrate graduation in a somewhat more personal way than we could in that grand ceremony in the park this morning. It was very nice this morning. I hope it was nice where you were. We have a good deal to do this afternoon, recognizing all the graduates that we have here and giving a few special awards. But there will be time to enjoy and to congratulate everyone. The first award I'm going to give today will not be to a graduate. It is instead to all the parents, grandparents, friends, and relatives of the graduates. I, the faculty, and especially the graduates, know how important your support has been. Nobody accomplishes a college or an advanced degree alone. Would the parents and other loved ones please rise and accept our applause? This is a very special day for Gallatin as well as for you. As we celebrate your graduation today, Gallatin is also celebrating its 25th anniversary. I think that means that we're here, and we're real, and we're going to stay. We're a full member of the university community, of this city, and of this country. So this is a great moment for Gallatin as well as it is for you. Now, it's my great pleasure to invite Professor Steve Hutkins of Gallatin's faculty to join me on stage to introduce this year's student speaker.
Anna Seckinger was born and raised in a small village in Germany, where, by the way, her family's vineyard produces a wicked grappa. She came to the United States several years ago to pursue a career as an actor. She studied at the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco and worked professionally in the theater. But then, in the middle of her acting career, Regine realized that her true passion was psychology, so she decided to come to Gallatin. She has created a unique program combining courses in the psychology department, interdisciplinary courses in Gallatin, independent studies on themes like memory and madness, and an internship at the New York State Psychiatric Institute. Her 4.0 grade point average demonstrates that she has been an extremely capable student, but it doesn't really convey what an amazing and gifted person Regine is. Just to cite one example, a few years ago, Regine was asked to serve as the companion of a young girl who had sustained serious head injuries in a car accident. The girl was unable to speak or move, and everyone had given hope for any kind of recovery. But Regine lived and worked with her for 2 years, and the girl eventually regained her ability to talk, to get around in a wheelchair, and to once again participate in life. Regine brings the same capacity to empathize and heal to her work with the mentally ill. She is one of those fortunate people who has discovered her true calling, and she is now planning to pursue a doctorate degree in clinical psychology. She's going to be a dedicated and compassionate psychologist. On behalf of the faculty, I'm very pleased to present this year's commencement speaker, Anna Regine Seconder.
Thank you, Steve. Dean Kopenal, deans, faculty, administration, family and friends, mom and dad, and above all, my distinguished fellow graduates. I am tremendously honored to be representing the 1997 graduating class. This is a remarkable moment, a convergence of many events. Successful thesis defenses and colloquiums, completed coursework, battles with bureaucracy, sleep deprivation and mental gridlock, lots and lots of coffee and anxiety, doubts and exhilarations, and late nights staring at the computer screen, wondering what on earth it was that seemed oh so brilliant and insightful and right to the point just a minute ago. This moment is remarkable also because the paths and journeys of everyone here converge this very minute. St. Augustine said that the present has several dimensions: the present of things past, the present of things present, and the present of things future. This moment contains where we've been, where we are, and where we may hope to go. It holds the entirety of each and every one of our experiences. So here we are, right here, right now. How did we get to this place, this moment? I think it has to do with persistence and perseverance, with curiosity, chance, and the luck of discovering a phenomenal school like Gallatin. I am reminded of Penelope from the Odyssey, which I am sure many of you are familiar with. Penelope is famous for faithfully waiting 20 years for Mr. Odysseus, her husband, to return from the Trojan Wars. But what intrigues me about her is that she wasn't just a waiter. Penelope was also a weaver. The woman wove incessantly. In order to trick the unruly suitors, she unraveled her day's work every night and started over in the morning. Every morning, for 20 years. So while some may see her as passively and nostalgically longing for the past and daydreaming about the future, I see her as courageous, ingenious, clever, and impressively persistent. I mean, she didn't know when the guy was coming back, if ever. But she took a chance. And in facing uncertainty, danger, and that elusive unpredictability of life, she focused on what she could do, right there, right then. She surrendered to the present. Only in doing so could she discover that threads can be interlaced in an astounding variety of ways. Only in doing so were many possible patterns revealed. The act of weaving gave her the courage to go on, to unravel, and to reconnect. Thinking about Penelope the Weaver elicits other images of weaving, of nets, and of patterns. Fishermen sit at the shore or in the harbor mending their nets after being at sea, only to cast them again, moment after moment, with gloriously graceful confidence. Circus people trust the weave of their nets when walking on a tight rope at dizzying heights. Streets in a city form an intricate pattern, providing a million different ways to get to a million different places. Cartographers map uncharted territories. Artists assemble their impressions into personal patterns. A chemist finds elusive connections in mysterious molecules. We are all weavers. We continuously string threads between ourselves, our thoughts, the books we read, and everything and everyone we have a meaningful interaction with. If the countless connections were visible, we would see a stunningly complex tapestry made of threads we never thought connectable. There have been, for me, many meaningful interactions at our school. I have 2 mentors without whom I would not have woven as furiously as I did, and I thank them for their presence from the bottom of my heart. Gallatin has been the shore, the harbor, the circus, the canvas, the lab, and the loom where I could assemble my net and continue to weave with confidence the fabric of my life. When I got here and began to embark on my new journey, I wondered whether it was possible to incorporate everything that I was bringing with me. I have done many things, and Gallatin honored all of it. My whole being, all parts of me, were accepted, engaged, fostered, and challenged. I was thus learning and life actually went hand in hand. I was thus given what I consider a great gift: the confidence to think, the courage to take myself seriously, and the guts to keep exploring. Life cannot be premeditated. Chance and the inevitable stones that life throws at our patterns will always be there. But what we can take great comfort in, and I mean all of us, each and every one of us, is the fact that by engaging in the process of life, by engaging our whole being, by surrendering to the moment, we will continue to weave remarkable patterns and elaborate tapestries of creativity, comfort, and courage. I want to commend the people who created and who continue to create the place that is Gallatin. Here, education is a process in which we are brought face to face with our individual pasts, our collective histories, and of course, the great books. It is a process in which we face the present, are challenged to be who we are, and are encouraged to envision many futures. I would like to express my admiration to my fellow students for filling Gallatin with breathtaking innovation, with unthought-of connections, with ideas, idealism, and idiosyncrasies, and who so continue to define and shape the form and content of this school. So, I would like to encourage you all, and by doing so, encourage myself, to keep exploring, to get lost, to surrender to fear, to continue engaging all you have, to walk those tight ropes and cast those nets, to roam in uncharted territories, and to thus keep weaving and expanding your patterns. This, I believe, will let us encounter the world with poise, grace, courage, and a kind of faith that keeps alive the curiosity we all have and should cherish. As T.S. Eliot writes in the 4 Quartets, what we call the beginning is often the end, and to make an end is to make a beginning. The end is where we start from. Graduation marks an end, in this case the end of our studies here. But this moment is also a commencement, a beginning. I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, and keep weaving. Thank you very much.
I would like to invite Professor Lisa Goldfarb to the stage to begin our presentation of student awards.
Hi, today we'll recognize a number of Gallatin students with a variety of awards. Right now I have an award to present to Amy Cannavale. A number of weeks back, on April 20th, 80 of Gallatin's bachelor degree candidates were named Founders Day Honor Scholars in an all-New York University ceremony. Accepting the honor for those students was Amy Cannavale. I'm very pleased to honor Amy as Gallatin's Founders Day Scholars representative. Amy has been a devoted Gallatin student and represents us well. In the several classes in which I worked with Amy, I came to value her honesty and her sensitive questioning of the texts that she read. In class discussions and papers alike, from her first year to her senior year, Amy consistently developed and deepened her strong interest in women's studies and sociology. I have known Amy both as a well-spoken and thoughtful student and have seen her work as a kind and encouraging guide to incoming first-year students. It is little wonder that Amy has been considering social work as a possible career. In her future work, I'm sure she'll be able to draw on the wisdom of her scholarly skills and employ her distinctive social skills to contribute to the world about which she cares so deeply. Congratulations, Amy. I have the honor to introduce a number of students who I know quite well. I'm very pleased now to honor Rachel Roseman as Gallatin's representative for our BA graduates, for she has truly flourished at and contributed so much to the Gallatin School. Rachel has an interdisciplinary cast of mind, and she has thrived in our seminar classes. I first met Rachel in my interdisciplinary seminar, Sound and Sense, and knew her as a well-spoken and very intelligent student who wrote exquisite papers about the relationship between literature and music. When Rachel spoke in class, it was clear that she approached each text she read with respect and intellectual curiosity. Rachel embodies Gallatin in the way she has used our program to develop a thorough background in her two areas of concentration, comparative literature and political theory. By drawing on our interdisciplinary seminars and pursuing undergraduate and graduate courses in CAS, Rachel has taken full advantage of Gallatin's flexible and rigorous program. On behalf of the faculty, I congratulate her warmly and wish her the best of luck. Sharon Esther Lampert, MA degree representative for the class of 1997, is truly interdisciplinary. She has a degree in science and neuroscience and has developed a science curriculum for grade school and has taught science at the Distinguished Collegiate School of New York. Her advisor has said that she is known around New York as anti-stress superheroine. Sharon wrote a truly innovative master's thesis, The First History of Jewish Ethical Wills. We don't want to forget, as an alumni of the NYU women's basketball team, she is also an active member of the New York Professional Women's Basketball Team. Congratulations. Very welcome. I'm delighted. I'm delighted to recognize Michelle Brown, banner bearer for the Gallatin School. Michelle Brown, a screenwriter and scholar, recently completed her master's degree in the Interdisciplinary Arts program at Gallatin. Michelle, who prior to Gallatin has worked on Capitol Hill as an aide to Reverend Jesse Jackson and Ronald Brown, created a distinctly interdisciplinary curriculum combining film, cultural studies, and the arts. Michelle distinguished herself with her master's thesis, a screenplay dramatizing the events of the 1923 Rosewood Massacre and a supporting analysis on Southern race relations. Her thesis reflects the culmination of a long-standing engagement with issues of social importance. Michelle has already been recognized for her achievements and was the 1997 recipient of the Lorraine Hansberry Performing Arts Award at NYU. She has also been accepted in the PhD program in Cinema Studies at Tisch School of the Arts. Yes. Michelle has also been involved with NYU's Creative Arts team, working with the high school students and teachers, and has served as an active member of the Sister to Sister mentoring program. We appreciate Michelle's artistic and academic achievements and her commitment in and outside of the Academy to the principles of community and social change.
Thank you, Lisa. To make the next presentation, I would like to welcome Professor Lauren Rakin of the Gallatin School and Catherine Soman, Chief Foundation Officer of the Eleanor Wolf Trust.
The Leo Bronstein Homage Award celebrates the work of this great scholar-teacher by giving a scholarship to a Gallatin student whose own work follows in Leo's tradition and spirit. Leo Bronstein pursued the tale, the story of art, not the history of art, but history in art. The history of ideas through the visual, the presence of global human attitudes as concretized in art. It is our pleasure, Catherine Soman and myself, and Catherine is a BA and MA alum of the Gallatin School. It is our pleasure to present the Leo Award to Christopher Thompson. Chris Thompson, who embodies Leo's understanding that art is the shelter of justice. Now, Chris Thompson is an artist. He has distinguished himself as an honor scholar, a man of impressive intellectual virtuosity, authentic talent as a painter, and a significant force behind the success of Gallatin's annual arts festival. And quietly, consistently, he's always been engaged in community service. It is how well all of these qualities are interconnected that we must end as we began. Chris Thompson is an artist.
All of our students deserve recognition for their accomplishments. In just a few minutes, we will give it to them. Right now, I'd like to present two awards for a very special sort of accomplishment, service to the Gallatin School. Professor John Carroll will join me to present the Special Service Awards.
It's an honor to present the Service Award to Virginia Terry. Virginia Terry has been an important part of Gallatin for over 3 years. She has distinguished herself in many ways. As a graduate student, she created a concentration which merged her interests in business and the environment. Her thesis dealt with the issue of ecotourism. And in true interdisciplinary Gallatin style, she has worked with faculty here at Gallatin, as well as at Stern School of Business, and at the Graduate Science Program. Yet as noteworthy as her academic achievements have been, we're here today to honor her service to the Gallatin Division. Always cheerful, always professional, under the most strenuous of circumstances. Through her hard work and dedication, she has made Gallatin better, and we shall miss her. I am extremely happy and honored to present a student award to Nadine Wolf. Nadine is a returning adult student who has contributed greatly to that program. She has been utterly ubiquitous and indispensable to Gallatin's newest venture in performing arts, the monthly First Friday Club, where students perform for students, and especially in serving us as a liaison with the huge Spring Arts Festival, demonstrating, I believe, that the arts here at Gallatin are indeed a collaborative effort and could not happen without the intelligence and resourcefulness of people such as Nadine Wolfe.
We are pleased to offer a new award this year, the Gallatin Interdisciplinary Arts Award. To present this award to the two outstanding students with Professors Lauren Rakin and Julie Malding.
On behalf of all of us in the Gallatin family, particularly the deans and my faculty colleagues, and particularly my close friend and colleague Julie Malnick, I want to present the first of our awards in the Interdisciplinary Arts category to Jody Rutkin. Jody Rutkin, hi Jody, has been one of our most accomplished graduate students in arts administration and cultural policy. She developed her talent as a really key intern with the American Council on the Arts and in a groundbreaking research thesis on arts advocacy in America. But above all else, her remarkable executive abilities have been demonstrated again and again over the past few years, putting me back into shape, right? Helping all of the faculty successfully manage Gallatin's interdisciplinary arts concentration.
Actually, I gave her award to Virginia, who's sitting next to her, so she already has it. I'm just going to ask her. I'm going to ask her to give this one to Virginia.
I'm delighted to present a 1997 Gallatin Interdisciplinary Arts Award to Nicole Edelman. Nicole, a graduating senior who exemplifies the very best of our artist-scholar tradition, is a talented performer who also pursued concentrations in performance theory, aesthetics, and gender studies. As the 1997 director of the Gallatin Arts Festival, Nicole distinguished herself as an advocate for the arts at Gallatin. She's also a stand-up comic. With utter devotion, administrative skill, and artistic imagination and flair, Nicole single-handedly galvanized over about 70 participants to run a 3-day festival of performances and artwork. I want to read you a brief excerpt from a note that Nicole included in the 1997 program festival that speaks to her dedication and commitment, and I quote, "A little over 3 years ago, I sat in the Loeb Student Center as a hopeful transfer student. I stared out at Washington Square Park, listened to the Gallatin admissions officer tell me of a school from a fairy tale, and I knew then and there that I had found my intellectual and artistic home. In the time I have spent at Gallatin, I have accomplished things I had only previously dreamed. Directing and performing in the Gallatin Arts Festival is one of those dreams. It is with great pride and pleasure that we present you this year's festival. Thank you for the opportunity and experience. I will never forget you. Love and guts, Nicole Jennifer Edelman," end quote. Thank you, Nicole, for bringing such vitality to the arts at Gallatin, and your legacy will surely live on in the work of our current art students who've learned from you and who have been truly inspired by your lead. Thank you, Nicole.
Gallatin, we take a great deal of pride in providing effective advising to students. We would like to recognize an individual now who has provided advisement above and beyond the call. I would like to introduce Gallatin Professor Sharon Friedman to make this presentation.
Thank you. We all know that Gallatin students are independent and resourceful individuals who have had the unique experience of designing their own programs of study. However, they do not do this alone. The key is the faculty advisor whose seen hand guides the student through course choices, independent studies, the colloquium, the undergraduate colloquium, or the master's thesis, and often opens doors for professional experiences. In the best scenarios, this expert becomes a mentor, a wise and trusted teacher who not only guides, but listens and supports. It is my privilege to present this year's Advisor of Distinction Award to Professor David Irving of Tisch School of the Arts. His expertise includes both film production and directing and documentary film. He has won numerous awards for his work in film, and our award recognizes that he brings the same level of engagement and commitment to his work with Gallatin students. Thank you.
David Thornton Moore received his BA in 1969 from Amherst College, his MSW in 1971 from Pennsylvania, and his ED in 1977 from Harvard. He has been a member of the Gallatin faculty since 1982, and he's been co-chair of the Gallatin Faculty Council this past year. His teaching and research interests include the history of social thought and contemporary social issues, work reform and experiential education, and innovations in higher education. He received the Kellogg Fellow Award in 1989. He is one of the faculty who have helped to make this school what it is over the last 15 and 20 years. On a personal note, I want to add also how much I admire the leadership that David has shown in this past year in Gallatin with his curriculum and with the master's program. David is also a closet clarinetist, which we just found out. We're not going to ask him to play today, though. We're going to ask him to speak. The faculty speaker for this year's commencement, David Thornton Moore.
Thank you very much. First, the easy part. On behalf of the Gallatin faculty, I want to congratulate all of you who are graduating today in the class of 1997. You should be tremendously proud of yourselves. I know your parents and families are. I know for a fact, on behalf of all of us, we're tremendously proud of you too. So congratulations. Now the hard part. I was talking with Steve Hutkins this morning about giving this speech, and I last year watched him do this and get more nervous than I've ever seen him before in his life, in my life. And now I know exactly why. There's something profoundly humbling about doing a speech like this in this kind of event. And I wish I had taken his hint and brought some water to this stand, because my mouth is already drying up. It's not like I never do public speaking. I can do this, but there's something really dangerous about a commencement speech. It can fall into really grotesque rhetoric, like, you graduates are the promise of the future, the hope for America, blah, 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 and you carry with you the wisdom of the ages and the meaning of tomorrow, yada, 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 and it's real easy to go down that road, but it gets us nowhere. Neither does some eloquent post-structuralist disquisition on the other in early Victorian literature, or some Jeremiad on restoring morality in American politics. I can't do that. So where does that leave us? I'm taking a hint from Steve. I'm appropriating a model that he presented last year and telling a story. To appropriate in academic terms is what we also call ripping off. I'm stealing his idea. And last year he told a story about the roundabout road he took in getting to Gallatin. So in the semi-autobiographical tradition of the Gallatin undergraduate colloquium, I thought I'd tell you my own more recent story, not of how I came to Gallatin, but of how I left Gallatin and then came back. Let me give you a little background. I'm an educational anthropologist by training, and I do research about how people learn in the workplace. In 1993, after I'd been teaching at Gallatin for a dozen years, a friend of mine offered me a job at 9X Science and Technology, the research and development arm of the local phone company, doing workplace ethnography and organizational development. I really struggled with the idea of leaving NYU. I had never had a real job in my life, and it was scary. But the challenge was too fascinating and appealing to turn down. So I asked Dick Copenhaul for a year's leave of absence, and he graciously agreed. I got involved in several different projects at 9X. One was a study of the maintenance and repair division, the people who fix your phone when it goes down, or supposed to. An attempt to design a simulation system that would represent the social aspects of work, a really fascinating collaboration between social scientists and computer scientists, artificial intelligence people, and a team of craftspeople and managers who were redesigning the work process in a major product area in the phone company. This work was really fascinating and challenging and rewarding. I learned all sorts of things about corporate culture, about computers, about making bullet lists and organization charts and overhead slides, all the important stuff. And my colleagues were smart and friendly and supportive. It was a great job. Midway through my year's leave, I began to think that I would not be ready to go back to NYU the next September. The truth is, I was considering the possibility of staying permanently in the private sector, using my skills as an anthropologist and doing organizational development work. I didn't want to string Gallatin along by asking for a second year's leave when I wasn't sure that I would be coming back after that second year. So, and I also wanted to give the school time to hire someone to replace me for the next fall. So I took the leap, and in February of 1994, I actually resigned from NYU. It still startles me. Sometime around January 1995, Steve Hutkins called and said that my position actually had not yet been filled, that they were conducting a new search for someone with a background sort of like mine, and asked one last time if I'd be interested in applying for it. At least that's the way I remember it. He may remember it differently. By that time, although I still found the work at 9X fascinating, there were some things about it that I didn't like. And more important, I realized that there were a number of things about Gallatin that I really missed a lot. I wrestled with Steve's question for several weeks, and then I finally made the jump back. I applied for my old job, and lo and behold, being the person who most fit the description of myself, I got the job. So the question is, why would I leave a terrific job where I was doing interesting and challenging work, where I really liked my colleagues, and where I actually made a whole lot more money than I ever did teaching? One reason may simply be that after all these years of college teaching, I'm just not fit for what you folks call the real world. And it's certainly true, as self-indulgent as this sounds, that I couldn't bear getting only 2 weeks of vacation a year. Another reason, I have to confess, is that I get to wear this cool robe twice a year. And that's a big bonus for me. One of the reasons is clearly not money. I actually took a 25% pay cut to come back here. That's how important this move was for me. The most important reasons that I came back speak to the special quality of Gallatin, and that's why I wanted to tell you this story. I missed the people at Gallatin, my wonderful colleagues, the folks you see sitting down here in the front. You've been here a while. You know how special they are. But it wasn't just the individuals. It was the sense of community, the way I got to interact with them, the conversations in the hallways and around the water cooler, the debates in the faculty meeting, the challenging talks in the colloquia. It was the way they cared about me and about students and about our work together with a rare and exquisite intensity. Their profound dedication gave far more meaning to my work than any material incentive ever could. This is an exceptional group of people, and I found that I didn't like being cut off from them. I'm getting sentimental about it already. Odd as this sounds, I also missed the life of the mind, the extraordinary luxury of taking ideas seriously, of learning constantly every day. I got some of that at 9X, as I said before, but our work there always ended up being judged and supported on purely pragmatic grounds. It had to help the company, it had to help the customers, it had to help the bottom line. I wanted to be back at a place where I could indulge my curiosity about all sorts of issues without having to justify them to some senior VP. Last but certainly not least, and what I am reminded of in watching the folks who've been parading across the stage this afternoon, is that I missed you folks, the students. There's a Yiddish term, nachas. You know, they fill me with such nachas. Listen, I was nervous before I started this. When I listened to Regine's speech, I almost passed out because, I mean, her speech is so much more eloquent than this. But this is the kind of person you all are. We're turning out really special people here, and I miss that. Helping the repair staff at 9X fix phones was never as thrilling to me as working with students at Gallatin. I miss the challenge of surprising conversations, the burst of insight in a class discussion, the heated debates, even the stubborn resistance. I remember that this work is far more than just a career, it's a vocation in the sense of a calling, work with deeper meaning, work that fills my soul as well as my time. Believe me, I don't mean to disparage work in the business world. Lots of good and important things go on out there. And some of what I've said sounds terribly self-indulgent, kind of 60s hippie stuff, oddly idealistic. But when you go out there, you may find that you miss this place the way I did. You may not encounter this mix again in your life of people, of ideas, of learning. I couldn't find it at 9X. That's why I came back, and that's why I'm glad every day that I did. That's why I suspect that you'll come back too, at least in your thoughts, in your heart, in your soul. What you've experienced here will stay with you forever, no matter what you end up doing, no matter where on earth you end up. You're different from the person who came here 2, 3, or 4 years ago. You're connected to the rest of us now. You'll go out in the world and you'll make a difference, but that Gallatin part of you will always be there. We hope that you'll think of us occasionally while you're out there. We even hope that you'll come back and visit. We know you'll do Gallatin proud. Thank you.
Thank you, David. What if I told you that we never really took you out of that position? We just pretended that. We knew we'd be able to get you back. We made you go through the job competition just to teach you not to leave. That's actually not true, but it would be a good story. To all Gallatin graduating students, you're about to become alumni. Alumni of New York University and alumni of Gallatin. A path that has been distinguished, as you will see soon, by many people before you. For the alumni greeting, I am pleased to introduce Dean Stallone, President of the Gallatin Alumni Association. Dean Stallone received his BA from Gallatin in 1993, and he's currently the owner of Print Media and Distribution. Dean.
Thanks for warming up the crowd for me, Dean. Short and sweet, I promise. On behalf of the Gallatin Alumni Association and the Gallatin Alumni Board, congratulations to all graduating seniors. Let me tell you, life only gets better after Gallatin. You won't have to worry about torchstone, or studying, or great books. It's great. All you have to do is go out and tackle the real world. It's a lot of fun. But the real world can also seem kind of scary at times. When I was still attending Gallatin, I launched a brand new promotion firm with the bright idea that the entertainment industry needed micro-marketing. Well, little did I understand that the entertainment industry didn't have any idea what micro-marketing was. So it was real fun. But after all the graduating ceremonies are complete and the next phase of your life begins, you'll probably think back to Gallatin and wonder how your alma mater is doing without you. It was at this time, 6 months after my graduation, that I decided to join the Gallatin Alumni Board. In the coming weeks, you're going to be receiving a written invitation to our Alumni Board's first meeting in October for the 96-97, 97-98 season. And I'm inviting all of you now to come and join us with that meeting in October. I am enthusiastically going to say, I already said that. I want you to come and see what it's like to be involved with Gallatin without the classes and without the study. It's a lot more fun then. Today you're graduates. Tomorrow you will be the newest members of Gallatin's alumni. I look forward to seeing you in the coming months. And welcome to the alumni community.
It's now my pleasure to present the Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is given to alumni who have demonstrated extraordinary achievement and or service in their profession, their vocation, social or cultural endeavors. I have chosen 2 alumni this year for this award. Jerry Hauer is one of Gallatin's first students. Jerry Hauer graduated in 1977. He went on to receive his Master of Health Science from Johns Hopkins School of Public Health. He headed emergency health management for the state of Indiana for several years and was brought back to New York by Mayor Rudolph Giuliani 2 years ago to direct New York City's Office of Emergency Management. When he is not coordinating responses to major fires or a helicopter crash or a terrorist threat, he is somewhere else around the world helping another city or another country to organize its emergency systems. One of his most noteworthy achievements had its beginning while he was studying at Gallatin in the mid-1970s. During a part-time job as an operating room technician, Jerry learned how to use a machine that cleansed blood and returned it to patients during surgery. Working with old blood bags, tubes, and filters in his kitchen, he developed an improvement, a disposable device for cleansing blood. He patented this project with a Harvard physician in 1985. The invention is still in use today. Jerry continues to be involved with Gallatin as a member of the Gallatin Dean's Council. He has also been a generous supporter of the Wright Scholarship Fund for Returning Adults. Jerry Hauer. As you see Jerry come across the stage, you might try to imagine the long-haired hippie that I saw 25 years ago in one of my psychology classes. Jerome Hauer, I am pleased to present you with Gallatin's Distinguished Alumni Award. Brian Snyder. Brian Snyder earned his BA at Gallatin in 1994. He was an accomplished businessman before he came to us. He returned to school at the age of 33. He had interrupted his college education 15 years earlier to begin working for BioCraft, a pharmaceutical manufacturing company founded in 1964 by his mother and father, who are here with us today. Brian worked up from his job as an assembly line worker to become controller, vice president, and member of the board of directors of the company. He was instrumental in BioCraft's tenfold gross increase in listing on the New York Stock Exchange. Brian returned to school at Gallatin to further his education and earned his BA while continuing to work for BioCraft, as well as raise a family. He completed his oral exam with distinction. After the sale of BioCraft Laboratories in 1996, Brian created Snyder Holdings, an Italian-based financial company where he currently resides and dedicates his time. Mr. Snyder is also currently engaged in exploring ways to expand the federal mentor program to small companies with the goal of providing job training and work for less privileged people. He is a committed philanthropist. He is also a patron and collector of the arts. He is also an active Gallatin alum. He's a member of the Gallatin Dean's Council. This past year, through his generous gift, Brian was an instrumental part in our fundraising, bringing us closer to our dream of a new building. Brian was one of the first alumni I met when I came to Gallatin 4 years ago, and I will never forget that breakfast. He had been up all night at a company emergency board meeting, which he had suspended from 7 p.m. to midnight so he could go see a new production of King Lear at the Brooklyn Academy of Music. For this businessman, studies at Gallatin started an intellectual fire that has made him an avid Shakespearean and something of an expert on interpretations of Lear. Brian Snyder. Brian Snyder, I am pleased to present you with this Distinguished Alumni Award. Patty Scalp was also mentioned in your program. She couldn't make it at the last minute, so we'll save that for another year. This year, over 400 students have completed their bachelor's or their master's programs at Gallatin, each with its own academic focus and purpose. Today, we'll have an opportunity to meet many of these men and women. I will call each graduate forward following the order presented in your program. I will only call those that we know are present today, so we have some chance of getting out of here eventually. Graduates, each of you should have checked in on the registration table located on the main level. If you did not, please run down there now and do it right now, or else I will not be able to call you. And at this time, with the October 1996 and the January BA and MA graduates who are present, please come to this side of the auditorium, your right, and line up there and assemble there. I will call you there in the order that you're listed in the program. Other graduates, you have a job to do now. Read your program, and when I get within about 10 names of yours, please line up over there. I know this is Gallatin, and you're very individualistic, and I don't expect you to line up in order. That'd be too much. But please go over there and line up when we're about ready to get to you. Pardon? We want to have plenty for you to remember Gallatin by. With your certificate, Dean Sloan will give you a Gallatin alumni pin, and you're going to receive a t-shirt also, compliments of Gallatin School. They are all extra large because you're all extra great today. We will be recognizing over 100 graduates, and each deserves applause. To ensure that the audience has some arm strength left for the ones at the end, I will ask you to hold applause and do it once only for each awardee, for each graduate, when I finish my brief description of each one. Thank you. Picture taking is not optional, it is required. In this ceremony, graduates will receive a Gallatin certificate as a watermark of their achievement. Their official NYU diploma will be delivered through the mail by the NYU registrar. To assist me in presenting the certificates, I would like to ask Associate Dean Jean Graybeal to join me on the stage. So, let's the parade begin. I have, as a BA award from September 1996, Mary Wood Rose. Mary Rose concentrated dramatic writing. She is currently working on a concert series which will be performed across the United States. And I have the MA awardees in September 1996, Barbara Gray. Barbara is an exhibiting artist and an art instructor. She has worked with the artist Christo in Japan and California, and her 1995 exhibition was reviewed in the New York Times. Barbara Gray. Lisa Tolhurst. Lisa is an adjuncted lecturer at Hunter College and combined her study of creativity with writing, literature, and psychology. She will be pursuing a PhD in English education at NYU. We're going to go to the bachelor's recipients in January 1997. You should be at this area at this point. Colin J. Arp. Colin's area of concentration while at Gallatin was the liberal arts. Karen Caesar Brown. Karen combined literature with comparative philosophy. Amy Beth Cannavale. Amy studies sociology and women's studies. She plans to attend the Hunter School of Social Work in the fall. Julie Alexandra Delgado. Julie's area of interest was sociology combined with journalism. Julie? Oh, I'm beginning the BAs in January. Well, that's what this has been. Yes. No, Julie, okay. Sarah Lee Gluck. Sarah combined art and psychology while studying at Gallatin. Jonathan Escher. Jonathan concentrated literature, philosophy, and psychology. He spent a summer at NYU London studying Shakespeare and doing internship with the City of London government. Mark Simon Mandel. Mark's study focused on liberal arts at Gallatin. Justin Reed. Justin combined art history and film history while he studied at Gallatin. Bridget Mary Cobb Smith. Bridget combined the fields of language, literature, and Africana studies. Her future goals are to be a nurse midwife. Miko Takayanagi. Miko? Miko worked as a reporter for GG Press while studying media, business, and performing arts. She would like to thank her advisor, Maria Myers, and her friends at NYU and her family in Japan. Congratulations. Christopher Michael Thompson. Chris combined the disciplines of studio art, art history, and philosophy while working at the Dia Center for the Arts. He would like to thank his friends and family for always being there. Christine Wilchuk. Christine studied journalism while working as an editorial assistant at Shoot magazine. Myra Jean Woodruff. Myra combined music and dance. She plans to attend graduate school and to continue to teach at the university level. And now I'm going to go to the master's degree recipient, January 1997. Lacey T. Austin. Lacey is the assistant to the director for programs at Arts Connection, a nonprofit arts organization, and is arts coordinator and art teacher at the Coalition School for Social Change, an alternative public high school. Josephine Briante. Josephine's area of concentration was history and education. She is a production support analyst for NYU's Computer Center and, for the last 6 years, has been the primary person responsible for seeing that all the university's checks go out on time. Karen Hockhauser. Karen's field is cross-cultural management, helping expatriates and foreign nationals acclimatize to new cultures. She works in training for an international computer software company. Sharon Lampert. In her thesis, Sharon explored the transfer of a Jewish way of life from one successive generation to the next. She also has an education in an MA in science education from NYU. Rita Nachman. Rita studied dramatic writing and literature and is a 1996 recipient of the CARE Award. She has recently been named a finalist for the Penn West Award for Drama. Congratulations. Jane Svergold. Jane's area of concentration was a history of decorative art and studio art. She is an adjunct professor at Fairfield University and would like to create a course in material culture. Congratulations. We're now going to go to the BA degrees in May 1997. That's now. Louise Abbott-Ball. Louise combined the study of psychology and social work. She plans to open an alternative healing clinic specializing in therapeutic riding with horses. Louise? Nicole Jennifer Edelman. Nicole's concentration was dramatic literature and theater. This year she served as the Gallatin Arts Program Assistant. Nicole, one more. Ellie Arts. Ellie focused on psychology and classic texts. She will be attending the Aaron Krantz School of Social Work at NYU and is getting married on the 31st of May. Congratulations. Ujwal Agarwal. Ujwal was able to combine the areas of social work and fine arts. Charity R. Alaberta. Charity's concentration was on entertainment and marketing. Charity? Oh, she's not sure. Dana Alexander. Dana worked as an assistant teacher at the Park East Day School while studying education. She will begin her master's degree in education at Columbia Teachers College in the fall. She loved Gallatin and thinks it is the best part of NYU, and we agree. James Sebastian Angiello. James was able to combine the areas of music, business, and entertainment. Alexandra Elizabeth Aubrey. Elizabeth concentrated on music and writing and would like to pursue a career in music. Shane Victor Azara. Shane studied finance and political science and has accepted a position as an analyst at Citibank. Jeffrey Gordon Baker. Jeffrey combined the areas of performance art studies and early childhood education while working as a preschool teacher. He will be directing a performance project this summer. Congratulations. Elizabeth K. Beach. Elizabeth studied marketing and politics. Shauna Bickwood Alamo. Shauna's area of concentration were interior design and aesthetics. Her future plans are in interior architecture and design. John Dion Boston. John studied film and would like to pursue a career as a producer and director. Congratulations. Andrew K. Bresson. Andrew combined the study of computers and linguistics while at Gallatin. His future plan is to move to Cambridge, Massachusetts, and relax. Good luck with it. Karen Michelle Brunwasser. Karen's areas of concentration were international relations and Middle Eastern studies. She would like to thank the students and faculty at Gallatin for their commitment to creative and egalitarian education. Jeffrey Burke. Jeffrey focused on philosophy. Julissa Cardenas. Julissa is a marketing consultant who studied business and arts administration. She plans to continue her education at the master's level. Christina Lilane Carlucci. Christina studied political economy and literature and is entering the class of 2000 at the Rutgers Law School. Good luck. Sarah West Carson. Gallatin enabled Sarah to combine the study of public policy, social work, and education. Bo Yin Chan. Bo Yin studied theater design. She plans an entrepreneurial endeavor of opening her own company that will service theater, TV, and film. Mrs. Gabriella Clark. Gabriella's area of concentration was business. She currently works for NYU as a budget analyst and plans to attend graduate school. Laura Carol Coleman. Laura studied English and art and would like to pursue a career in alternative education. Gregory Comer. Gregory combined the study of writing and literature. He plans to write about arts as well as fiction. Sarah Costello. Sarah's area of concentration at Gallatin was philosophy. Anna Marie Crafton. Anna combined the studies of journalism and vocal music. Ana Julio Cruz. Ana studied religion and philosophy while working as the assistant to the dean at the School of Continuing Education and would like to pursue a career in counseling. Maciej A. Cibulski. Maciej's area of concentration was photography. His future plans are to take pictures, write books, and make people smile. Catherine Daisley. Catherine financed her study of cultural anthropology and architectural history by working as a research assistant at the NYU Medical Center. She is a University Honors Scholar. Paul D. Nicola. Paul is a self-employed piano instructor and will begin graduate work in Gallatin's MA program this summer. Chantel Ehrenberg. Chantel combined dance and women's studies at Gallatin. Karen Erdely Perez. Karina combined the areas of psychology, photography, and creative writing. She hopes to provoke obsessive thought through her creations. Sarah Tonziger Ernest. Sarah's area of concentration were English and Spanish. She hopes to become an English teacher after completing an MFA in creative writing. Katrina Steele Esriado. Katrina studied creative writing and musical theater. She would like to thank her family for their support. Asma N. Farid. Asma combined the study of English and sociology. Amelia Farquhar. Amelia studied arts and social politics at Gallatin. She wants to pursue a career in publishing. Carol A. Farrell. Carol combined marketing and psychology and would like to work in the advertising field. She served 2 years as a Gallatin orientation leader. Ricardo Martin Fernandez. Ricardo combined the areas of politics and comparative religion. He would like to serve on a UN peacekeeping operation. Ricardo. Maybe he's there. Oh, here he is. Congratulations. Danny Ferriola. Danny's area of concentration was journalism. He hopes to work as a sports journalist or in sports public relations. Christina Fisher. Christina studied studio art and psychology and would like to work in a gallery or museum. Leona Andrea Frett. Leona's area of concentration at Gallatin was marketing. Ernestina Marie Gerland. Ernestina combined the areas of marketing and French. She was one of the 1997 recipients of the President's Service Awards for Leadership. Pamela Lynette Gartrell. Pamela studied fine arts and communications and plans to teach in higher education. Her mission is to educate our society and young people to the values that exist within the realm of the arts. Eugenia Janine Georgiopoulos. Eugenia combined the areas of politics and cultural studies. She would like to thank her parents and family for all of their love and support. Raphael Augustinus Giardioni. Raphael's area of concentration were music and religion. He sends special thanks to his beautiful family for their support no matter what he does. Ari Glazer. Ari's studies at Gallatin focused on arts management. Brian Christopher Griffin. Brian's area of concentration was East Asian studies. After graduation, he will continue his studies at Shifan University in Taipei. Benjamin Nelson Hagen. Benjamin's concentration was American Cultural Studies. Jacob Martin Hall. Jacob studied music and mathematics. He hopes to one day own a music production company. Leslie Claire Halla. Leslie combined gender studies and theater. She hopes to pursue a career in opera direction and stage management. Beth Hickey. She was a former figure skater who came to Gallatin and concentrated in fine arts and biopsychology. She will be working in a museum out on Long Island. Priya Himutsinga. Priya was able to combine the study of philosophy and photography. She will soon start her MFA studies at the Rhode Island School of Design. Lara Suzanne Holliday. Lara studied journalism, politics, and women's studies while working as an office manager for a graphic design firm. Jared Edwin Hunter. Jared combined the study of literature, philosophy, and music. He plans to receive an MA in the combined concentration of music composition and creative writing. Anne Florence Italiano. Anne earned her BA at Gallatin while she was working as an administrator for Central Supply. She is also the grandmother of 8. Marcus Rudolph Jaeger. Marcus concentrated religious studies at Gallatin. He plans to become a Unitarian minister. Arun Kapoor. Arun's area of concentration was the psychology and values of economics. Gabrielle H. Karan. Gallatin enabled Gabrielle to combine the study of literature and art along with fashion history, design, and sourcing. Congratulations. Dana Lorette Keller. Dana combined the areas of journalism and dramatic writing. She was able to take advantage of our internship program through her placements at Vibe magazine and The Today Show. Congratulations. Kristen Marie Kentner. Kristen studied American history and cinema studies. She wants to thank her friends and family for their support, especially her mother and father. Daniel Alexander Kessler. Daniel combined the study of French, literature, and music at Gallatin. Jasmine Khalili. Jasmine studied business and politics. She was one of Gallatin's Metropolitan Scholars. She also served as a Gallatin Center on the University Senate. Congratulations. Good luck with it all. Thank you. Young Ai Kim. Young Ai combined the study of international business and English. She would like to welcome her mother on her first visit to the U.S. from Seoul, Korea. Klug. Thomas completed his BA while working at the NYU Medical Center. He plans to continue his education in the Gallatin MA program. Congratulations. Felix Kaletnikov. Felix focused on intellectual history and was a music and cultural critic for the Washington Square News and the Boston Phoenix. Holly Klein. Holly concentrated on photography and animation. She now works full-time in computer animation at the Nickelodeon cable TV network. Brian Kent Conowall. Brian studied English education. He would like to thank his parents for their support. Diane Korosek. Diane studied French and English while managing administrative and personnel services at the Office of Financial Aid. She is a University Honors Scholar and plans to attend graduate school for an MBA. Congratulations. Eva Marie Kourniotis. Eva studied psychology and would like to work with children after graduating. Catherine T. Kroll. Catherine's combined areas of concentration were cinema studies and women's studies. Becky Kuppersmith. Becky's concentration at Gallatin was gender studies. She plans to continue her education in a master's program. Joseph Lee. You're not Joseph Lee. Who are you? You're Melissa? Oh, Melissa Lefton. Melissa focused on the study of media and television. While at Gallatin, she wrote, produced, and edited her own cable access show. Congratulations. Joseph Lee. Jacqueline Robin Lipschus. Jacqueline studied art history and literature. She plans to continue her education in the future. Jolene Browning McDonald. Jolene studied language and dance at Gallatin while teaching creative arts workshops for children. Congratulations. Robert Anthony Mengano. Robert's concentration was in music performance and technology and composition. His future plans are film scoring, recording, writing, and learning. Tara Marley. Tara studied representations of violence and aggression in modern literature. She wants to teach English in Prague after graduation. Jennifer Kristen McKay. Jennifer's concentration was multimedia performance and creative process at Gallatin. Nicole Chantel Melanson. Nicole combined the study of creative writing and literature. She would like to thank her mother for her support. Congratulations. John Vincent Mercanti. John Vincent studied English literature along with theater studies while working for the Roundabout Theater Company. Congratulations. Joshua D. Minsky. Joshua worked as the president of Dragon Trip Entertainment while pursuing his BA in the field of entrepreneurial studies. Congratulations. Elon Marcus Moss. Elon studied international politics while working for a foreign affairs magazine. Congratulations. Leona Christina Nace. Leona studied human nature at Gallatin while working as a musician. I hope you learned a lot. Ivan Nassimi. Ivan studied marketing and political science. His future plans including walking off this stage and giving his mother a giant hug. Wendy R. Newman. Wendy studied psychology and women's studies. She would like to thank everybody at Gallatin for their help. She would especially like to thank her parents and Peter. Mei Ying In. May's studies focused on marketing and English. Nathan Aaron Norman. Nathan completed his BA in photography and graphic design while working at the Jeff Mackay Public Relations. He plans to continue his study of photography, and he wants to work in the fashion industry. Eric Oldis. Eric studied humanities and philosophy. Eric. Connie Petropoulos. Connie wants to thank her parents for all their support and encouragement. Amanda Phillips. Amanda was able to explore Shakespearean dramaturgy and its relation to film acting through Gallatin. She plans to move to Los Angeles to pursue a career in film. Carrie Elizabeth Phillips. Carrie studies Spanish and the music business. Manuel A. Pombo. Manuel concentrated on sociology. Naveed Pourmoradi. Naveed studied business and Near Eastern culture. Benjamin James Pring. Benjamin studied arts administration and performance while dancing for the Doug Elkins Dance Company. He would like to thank his friends and family for their support. Tara Ann Radcliffe. Tara studied performance arts. She would like to thank her mom for footing the bill and her family for supporting her. Dawn Ratcliffe. Dawn, a returning adult student, concentrated on psychology and was a Founders Day scholar. Her hobbies include baton twirling. Have you got a demonstration? No. Carl Rudolph Restivo. Carl studied music and film production. He has recorded 2 CDs with his band and has produced albums for local artists. Franklin M. Cuicarte. Franklin studied sociology and social work at Gallatin. He was instrumental in establishing NYU's first office of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender student services. Richard Alfred Ricciardi. Richard plans to use his study of biology to pursue a career in journalism with an emphasis on science. He thinks that Gallatin is the best thing that NYU has to offer. The staff is great. He had a great time, and he thanks everybody for their support. We thank you. Rachel Amy Roseman. Rachel was able to combine the study of modern literature and social and political theory. She would like to thank the faculty at Gallatin for providing her with support and encouragement. Amy J.S. Ryan. Amy finished her BA in Marketing and Cultural Studies while working at Life magazine. Damien San Marco. Damien completed his BA while working as a television writer at Bloomberg Information Television. Denise C. Sheeran. Denise was able to study philosophy through literature while at Gallatin. Regine Anna Seckinger. Regine earned her BA while working as a research assistant. She wants to go on to a PhD in clinical psychology. Jennifer Centillon. Jennifer's concentration was performance and communications. She performed in Jonathan Larson's off-Broadway musical, J.P. Morgan Saves the Nation. Jason Parrish Sean. Jason studied cultural analysis at Gallatin and would like to work in print and visual media. Linda Shipley. Linda combined anthropology and international relations. She currently works at Human Rights Watch and plans a career in international law. Michael Semenoff. Gallatin enabled Michael to combine the disciplines of comparative literature, critical theory, and languages. He would like to thank Lisa Goldfarb for her everything, and Fran Levin and the Galbert Gallatin Scholars for the memories. Laura Sorokoff. Laura studied visual arts and economics. Monica Stagg Goulandries. Monica studied philosophy and poetry while producing independent films and documentaries. Maria Teresa Stanzio. Maria concentrated her study on photography. Julia B. Steiner. Julia combined the areas of film and anthropology. She plans to pursue a career in filmmaking. Melissa Nzinga Stewart. Melissa studied film at Gallatin while setting up her own production company. She has directed music videos and hopes to direct films in the future. Andrew Street. Andrew's area of concentration was cultural marketing. Suzanne Sultan. Suzanne studied American Studies and modern dance techniques. Justice Tiedemann. Justin enjoyed the flexibility of the program. He is currently employed in construction management. Reginald Donnell Tucker. Reginald completed his BA while working as a legal assistant. He would like to attend law school in the future. Sarah Tucker. Sarah Tucker. Okay. Wasi Tura. Wasi studied law and philosophy and wants to continue his education, her education, in international law. Thank you. Pauline Vasilaitis. Pauline Vasilaitis. Pauline's area of concentration was fiction writing. Kathy Vichakin. Kathy combined the areas of management, organizational behavior, and political science. In the future, she would like to teach a course at Gallatin. David, take note. Titled "The Meaning of Work." David, take note again. Barbara Wade. Barbara's area of concentration were literature and music. Lacey Lorraine Wheel. Lacey combined the areas of metropolitan studies and economics. She will be pursuing her master's in urban planning and policy this fall at the University of Illinois. Omar Williams. Omar's concentration at Gallatin was liberal studies. Nadine Wolf. Nadine worked as a senior analyst while completing her BA in information management. She wants to thank Bella Mirabella for the class in Florence, Italy, and John Carroll for the First Friday Club. Julianne Whitney. Julianne studied politics and history. During college, she worked in public relations for several political campaigns. Lori Helen Yamato. Lori studied performing arts administration while volunteering at Broadway Cares. She hopes to work in the education department of a theatrical or opera organization. Alice Moyumi Yomozoki. Alice combined the study of Japanese and film and TV. She would like to thank Lori Hartman and Mamie Fujizaki for their support and encouragement. She would also like to thank her mother for telling her that she could do anything. After all that, where's Alice? Tanya Ray Yamukowski. Tanya's concentration was contemporary education in American society. She plans to use her studies to revolutionize public education. Very good. Wei Chu Yu. Wei Chu concentrated on information systems and begins work tomorrow at a management consulting company. Now we go to the master's degree candidates, graduates of May 1997. Michelle Renee Brown. Michelle studied cinema and cultural studies, and her future plans including applying for doctoral study in cinema studies and a career in screenwriting. Michelle lives to make her parents, Woodrow and Marina Brown, proud. Did she? Charles Conover. Charles studied American history and printmaking and is the associate art director of PC Magazine. Charles also teaches computer graphics at Pratt. Michelle Berger Kramer. Michelle is a consultant to NGOs involved in women's issues. At Gallatin, she combined a study of nonprofit organizations, international development assistance, and reproductive health policy. She would like to thank the Gallatin School for giving her the opportunity to fulfill her dream of getting a master's degree. Marcia Donalds. Marcia is an assistant director and actress with the New York Street Theater Caravan and studied filmmaking and directing at Gallatin. Her film thesis won the Adam Balsamo Award at the 55th First Run Festival. She would like to thank Professor Marquetta Kimbrough for her guidance. Karen Ellis. Jennifer Ann Fixman. Jennifer's area of concentration was cinema and film theory, and she plans to get a PhD in cinema studies. She would like to return to Amherst College, her alma mater, to establish an interdisciplinary program in cinema. Robin Foreman. Robin studied neuropsychology and plans to attend the New York College of Osteopathic Medicine this August. Heather Harpham. Heather is a Mary Lou Kirby. Mary Lou has been a manager of human resources communications at McGraw-Hill and plans to head a communications department or go into marketing. She would like to thank Gallatin for allowing her to pursue her varied interests in business. Matthew Scott Kitchen. Matthew studied poetry and fiction and currently works for MTV Networks. April Lee Lahar. April is the author of Anybody's Autobiography. April. Adam Markowitz. Adam studied film and TV production and plans to form his own production company. He wishes to thank his family and friends for their support. Anne Marie Mazzata. Anne Marie studied international business and speech communication. She is currently program manager for Prudential Intercultural Services and plans to work overseas in a management position. Pia St. Ons. Pia combined international business and economics. She is a vice president and consultant in an international private banking concern. Congratulations. Jody Rutkin. Jody's areas of concentration are arts and public administration. Melissa Elizabeth Catherine Tamas. Melissa's area of concentration was feminist film theory, and she plans to begin a master's degree in psychology at NYU in the fall. Rose Tahita. Rose studied Latin American art. She is a museum educator at the Metropolitan Museum, where she is the co-founder of the first Spanish family program, which introduces Latino families with young children to the museum's collections through sketching and related activities. And Virginia Terry. Virginia studied environmental management and was a research assistant for J. Ottman Consulting. She was the first Gallatin president of the Stern chapter of Students for Responsible Business, and was also the creator and editor of the first Absolutely Abstract, which is a journal of Gallatin graduate students' thesis abstracts. Dana Brooke Wolpert. Dana studied medical ethics and will be attending law school in the fall for an education in health law and policy. She plans to use both of her degrees to pursue a career in bioethics law. Darlene Marie Zimbardi. Darlene studied theatrical arts. Is there anybody we missed? There's a whole pile of them. Send them up. Come on. Give me your name. Did I read it?
Alberta, I think was back here. ALA.
It's in here. In what year? And it's Alfred.
Alberta.
Oh boy, it's all.
Should be right on the page before that.
Right before. Oh. Charity R. Alberta. Charity's concentration was on entertainment and marketing. Congratulations. Eric Brothers. Eric was able to combine the areas of computer science, music, and Chinese. He plans to explore the many avenues that technology has to offer. Eric? Arthur Palmieri. Arthur? No. Is there anybody else we missed? We don't want to miss anybody. If you graduated this year, you haven't been up here, you have to come up here and shake my hand. Else we'll take the degree back. I want to offer congratulations to the entire graduating class of the Gallatin School of Individualized Study. I now declare this graduate exercise completed. Thank you for attending. Please attend our reception on the patio.